Yes, Mystery Steam Reviews is the part of the PC Gaming Weekspot where I, Colm Ahern, and he, Matthew Castle, test the knowledge of one another via Steam reviews. But for those new here are the rules. So both I and Matthew bring 3 Steam reviews to the MSR arena, but we omit the name of the game associated with each review. Our opponent must correctly guess the game attached to each review. One correct answer equals 1 point. While both of us have 90 seconds on each MSR, we both also have help in the form of 3 lifelines. These lifelines can be used at any stage during battle and also pause the 90-second timer. Each lifeline can only be used once, and they are as follows. Question, where the hot seat haver gets to ask a yes or no question. Second opinion, where a second Steam review is given to the warm chair sitter. And genre, where the genre of the game is revealed to the one with the warm arse, Matthew. The warm cyber arse this week, in fact, as
cyber ass.
We are keeping it thematic, I suppose, by focusing on games with a cyberpunk setting. So we'll see if everyone has stuck to the rules this week. Little bit of hassle last week, but I think we got through it. Also, I suppose maybe now is as good a time as any to say it. There was some debate over Oblivion Gate, which actually is a gate, isn't it? I think it's a long time since I played it. Where even we discussed it on that Mystery Steam Reviews, but we're going to be a little more lenient when it comes to awarding scores to people. So last week's The Elder Scrolls Oblivion would have been an example of in this new scoring system where Matthew would have been given that point. It doesn't mean that if somebody goes completely off the wall and gives the wrong name, yet they know what the name of the game is, that still won't stand. It needs to be
like just the Elder Scrolls wouldn't cut it for the Elder Scrolls Oblivion, for example.
Yeah. And
a wrong subtitle as well.
This is an ever-evolving thing, Mystery Steam
I
Review.
I think we'll know a right answer when we hear one, but we promise to be less petty.
But still,
I promise to be less petty.
Matthew, would you like your first Cyberpunk Steam review?
I would.
An underrated masterpiece. Mixes up successfully a fantastic art style, setting, bunch of gameplay elements from different genres, and an extremely fun combat that requires some tactical approach depending on the enemy. One of the best of 2013. And that is recommended, 12.1 hours on record, 10.1 hours at time of review. And Matthew, your time starts now.
So it mixes up successfully a fantastic art style setting, different genres, fun combat. One of the best of 2013. What happened in 2013 that was cyberpunky? What happened in 2013? Those are all quite generic terms. I can think of lots of games which tick all of those boxes, I would say. But something that's more maybe combat focused, if it's got a good combat system.
Have your lifelines?
Yeah. Hit me up with the genre.
Okay, let's pause the timer there.
Getting it's a bit of a hard read on this one.
Okay, as Matthew enacts his genre lifeline. So the genre of this video game, timer pause at 39 seconds. The genre is an action-adventure video game. Would you like to use any other lifelines, or would you like me to restart?
An action-adventure video game.
Okay, restarting the timer now.
I wondered if this was the thing that they followed up, the follow-up to Bastion, but I can't remember what it's called. Maybe Transistor? It's got quite a good art style. And combat. But was that 2013? Oh, I'm a bit bad on my dates here. I think
10
it was called-
seconds.
Listen, I don't really know. I'm gonna say Transistor. I think that's probably wrong. I don't even know if it's Cyberpunk, to be honest.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
Oh, what a sad little final answer. Right, Matthew. So you kind of said, a lot of generic terms, nothing that you really picked out on. And 2013, an action-adventure video game has led you to Transistor. And I can tell you that
it's not really an action-adventure game, is it? Not really.
I can tell you that Transistor is the wrong answer. The correct answer. I thought the combat maybe might lead you down that path because it definitely had a kooky combat system that some people went for, some people didn't. But the correct answer... No, this game I'm about to say.
Okay.
Well, Transistor 2, funnily enough. But the correct answer was Remember Me.
Is that a Cyberpunk game?
Oh, we're having our first. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's set in Paris with everyone being.
It's set in Paris.
But it's set in a future Paris where people have. Hold on.
Oh yeah, it's called. It's a futuristic version of Paris called Neo Paris.
Yeah, so that sounds pretty cyberpunk to me. I would say.
Okay.
I think that's pretty.
Remember
cyberpunk.
Me. But ironically, I didn't.
And I actually had quite a good second opinion on that. I thought it would have maybe led you down the right path. But c'est la vie. C'est la vie. Matthew, could I have my first Mystery Steam review, please?
Yes. One of the most convincing city simulations I've played. It's very detailed and busy, with gorgeous architecture and some great side quests that combine to make you something of a morally ambiguous character. That's from Steve Beck. Recommended 38.7 hours on record.
Okay, time starts now. Talk about ambiguous. City simulations. It's very detailed and busy with gorgeous architecture and some great side quests that combine to make you something of a morally ambiguous character. That could be loads of video games. Because we spoke about it for a half an hour, Cyberpunk is obviously in my head, but it can't be that. It could be maybe Deus Ex. Should I use my... No, hold on, let's calm down about using our lifelines. It's never I don't think... Alright, so I was going to say it's never Cyberpunk, is it? Have we had Deus Ex on this already? We have.
Today? No, just Remember Me.
Well, yes, I know. I might say Deus Ex Human Revolution. Morally ambiguous cities. Although, hang on, no, you go to different places. No. Would you have played Cyberpunk for that many hours? I mean, some people probably have. No. Oh, shit. 10 seconds. I'm going to say this person... I know Deus Ex Human Revolution happened in loads of places, but I think that's all I have. Deus Ex Human Revolution.
Is that your final answer?
That is my final answer, Chris.
So, you've honed in on Deus Ex Human Revolution, drawn there by their description of city, I believe. Could have been Cyberpunk, also a city-set game, also has great side quests, and something of a morally ambiguous character. The correct answer is Deus Ex Mankind Divided.
Oh, son of my gun.
I thought the gorgeous architecture, because it's European, it's would maybe spring to mind kind of Prague rather than...
I mean, Deus Ex Human Revolution obviously sits deeper in the memory bank than Mankind Divided because it's the superior game, but yeah, maybe I could have got that. Anyway,
Second clue probably would have fixed that for you.
Probably would have.
I would say a very poor use of lifelines.
Matthew, would you like your second mystery Steam review?
Yeah, hit me up.
Missions are boring and repetitive. Puzzles are plagued by platformer mechanics. And that's from Hippie Hunter. It is not recommended. 4.2 hours on record. Matthew, your time starts now.
I have no fucking clue. Give me that second review.
Oh dear. All right. Okay. Let me.
What's that clock?
Let me pause. I'll add a couple of. It's paused at 1:20, but I'll give you an extra couple of seconds grace. What did you want?
Second clue.
Okay.
Second opinion, whatever we're calling it.
Yours. It's dedication to the brand. The second opinion of this game is predictable story, unnecessary open world, frustrating controls. And hang on, I'll tell you how long. They played it for 8.6 hours. It's not recommended as well. I'm going to restart the timer now.
Puzzles, but with bad platforming. Oh my god. I'm getting absolutely whipped. I can't... Open world, but it's got bad platforming. Puzzles in an open world. I mean, is that... Deus Ex needs to be open world, and it isn't really open world. What's an open world city with, like a really open world city? Cyberpunk. With bad platforming. Oh my god. I'm really blanking on this.
You have your question. And
yeah, I have no idea.
Seconds.
I need to save it to like maybe scrape back one in the last question. Platforming puzzles in a futuristic world. Better not be fucking Remember Me again.
No, I think there's an unwritten law that you don't repeat. I think we're both stuck with that. 10 seconds, Matthew.
Oh, I have... I have no
I need
idea.
an answer. An answer.
I don't know. I've got no answer. I don't know. I've got no fucking answer. I've got no fucking answer, Chris, all right? You've absolutely done me, all right? All right, fantastic. Congrats. You've embarrassed me on national TV.
You used your second opinion. Matthew, I can tell you that is the wrong answer.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just say a video game?
I just couldn't think of ever fucking...
You were mentioning Deus Ex. The correct answer, I mean, it wasn't Deus Ex, but the correct answer was Mirror's Edge Catalyst.
Of course.
Platforming, first person. That was the when they went to open world.
Oh, I'm such a fool.
Don't talk yourself down, Matthew. You can pull this back.
Incredibly mediocre game.
Did you actually? You were one of the 5 that played it.
Oh. God damn it.
God, they should have. Mirror's Edge Catalyst is an example of, you know, the sequel that was in all of our heads would have been better.
This is gonna this is gonna be a wash. This.
I mean, it could be 0-0. Yeah, we'll see. Matthew, could I have my second mystery Steam review, please?
This game is heat, bruh. Like you go zoom and ching, and then the bad guys are like, no, OMG, 10 out of 10. By Cammy the 6th. Or Cammy 6. Recommended 5.9 hours on record. 5.9 at time of review.
Time starts now. The game is heat, bro. Like you go zoom and shing, and then the bad guys are like, no, OMG, 10 out of 10. Right, so I have 2 in my head straight away. And then it becomes which one. So we even spoke about it on this show many, many moons ago. Ghost Runner, which is a game you played where you play as Grey Fox and you chop all the people down. But there's also Katana Zero, which... Is that Cyberpunk? Yeah, I think that's Cyberpunk.
I would say it is.
I think it is. Which is the 2D better Ghost Runner. I don't know. It's like a Blade in Miami. But it's not fast. Like, it's not. Or, well, is it? It's fast, but like Ghost Runner is faster. Shit, I have all my lifelines, do I? I do as well. No, do you know what? I'm going to take a chance, and I'm going to go into the last one with all my lifelines. I'm going to say, Katana Zero or Ghost Runner. With 15 seconds.
A clue could clarify this.
It could clarify it. You've done me. Pausing the timer at 5 seconds. You've done me, Matthew. I wanted to do a Mystery Steam reviews first and go into the thing with all lifelines, but yeah, I am going to use what would benefit me most. Maybe, yeah, I'm going to use my second opinion lifeline, please,
okay.
Matthew.
The second opinion is fancy dressed crackhead with techno music, AirPods, and a sword single-handedly solves overpopulation.
Overpopulation is a tough one. I am going to say, what's it called? Ghost Runner. Chris.
Is that your final answer?
That is my final answer.
So, you put this down to Ghost Runner or Katana Zero? You couldn't quite decide? You used your second opinion, which told you in this game you played as a crackhead who listens to techno music on their AirPods.
Crackhead! No!
And yet, you still opted for Ghost Runner.
God,
This could have been the perfect use of a second opinion to clarify some confusion. The correct answer is Katana Zero.
What was I... When you said
You
the
are
word...
really bad at
Listening, yeah, I
listening
know.
to second opinions that give you the answer.
You said crackhead. For some reason, I focused on the overpopulation.
Yeah.
and I'm like, I'm not sure. I don't know which is... Because you're in Katana Zero, you're popping the pills.
And he puts his headphones at the start of the level and listen. That was... I mean, I'm doing terribly in this, but that was embarrassing.
That was
I
bad.
would say right now, even though the scores are 0-0, I am winning. Because...
I would disagree because you didn't even participate in your second Mystery Steam
I would
review.
say not participating was better than what you just did.
I would politely disagree.
That was a bed shitting of the most aggressive kind.
Matthew, do you want your third? Go on, save it. Pull it back from the brink. Jack in, Matthew. Here is your third Mystery Steam review. Game is very wacky and uncharacteristic. It's very quirky and not like the other games. You can flip people off. And that's from Undercoder. It is recommended 30.8 hours on record. Matthew, your time starts now.
Oh, I'm so bad at this fucking genre. It's not like the other games. So it's a cyberpunk. It's a sort of a cyberpunky series. I can only think of Deus Ex, but it's not that. You can flip people off.
I love that our answer to everything is Deus Ex.
That's all I can think. Well, that was CD Projekt Red's answer to most things too, it turns out. I wish Well, I've got a question.
You do. So I can pause the timer. And Matthew, what is your question?
Is this game first person?
Is this game first person? Let me just hold on. I'm just going to double check here. Just typing in. Type. Yes, this video game is first person. So I'm going to restart the timer at 58 seconds now.
You can't flip people off in Deus Ex. That isn't very Adam Jensen. That isn't his vibe. I don't see him with a robo finger. First person. It's not Mirror's Edge. She doesn't flip people off. First person game with a cyberpunk thing. Ghost Runner isn't a series, so that doesn't work.
15 seconds.
Unless it's a shit review and it is a series and it is Ghost Runner. Does he seems like he'd be like
2 seconds.
Fucking Ghost Runner, piss. I know it's not a series. I'm gambling on the reviewer being an idiot. I know it's wrong. Oh, Jesus. What an absolute wash.
So, when the review was put to you, Matthew, you chuckled to yourself and said, God, I am terrible at this genre. But, you know, after asking a question and figuring out that this is indeed a first-person game, you went through the obvious ones like Deus Ex, but you have ended up on Ghost Runner.
Which isn't a series, I know.
I can tell you that Ghost Runner is the wrong answer.
I mean, obviously.
It's the wrong answer, Matthew. Oh, how embarrassing. But look, let's see if I can... Have we ever had... Oh, sorry, yeah. The correct answer... Hold on, let me double... Yeah, it was. The correct answer was Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon.
That isn't a cyberpunk game.
It's not like the other series. And yes, that is a cyberpunk game. Isn't it? It is.
Is it?
It is. I'm not sure. Do either of us know what cyberpunk is? I think we do. I'm pretty sure Blood Dragon, if you look up Blood Dragon Cyberpunk, I'm pretty sure I got it off the Cyberpunk tags on Steam. People calling it Cyberpunk. Yeah, I think it's...
Yeah, people saying it's...
Yeah, maybe the two of us should have figured out what Cyberpunk is.
Fucking absolute shit.
Matthew.
What a nightmare.
I don't know if we've ever had a 0-0 draw here.
If they do, the weak spot gets taken off the air. For good.
Right, well, you better help me here, Matthew, could I have my third Mystery Steam review, please?
Parking spot searching simulator. After 5 hours, I've searched for parking slots and NPCs. Robster XXL recommended. 7.3 hours. 5.6 at time review.
A Robster XXL. Time starts now. Parking spot searching simulator. After 5 hours, I've searched for parking slots. I don't know if that's a misspelling or a clue. And NPCs. So all I can think of is... hold on. What am I doing thinking? I have things, Lifeline. So I'm going to pause the timer at 1 minute and 1 second. Matthew, could I have my genre, please?
Is this remind me, is this the genre on Wikipedia or Steam?
This is the Wikipedia genre.
So Wikipedia unhelpfully describes this as just an adventure game.
Okay, and while I'm here, I'm going to use my question.
Yes.
And I am going to... in this video game...
Yeah.
Do you... are you predominantly placed behind the wheel of a car?
Yes.
I think I'm just going to shoot for Neocab because I haven't played, what's it called? Cloudpunk, is it? I think I'm just going to shoot for Neocab. Chris, if you want to ask me if that's my final answer.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, Chris, that is my final answer.
So you limited it down to Neocab and Cloudpunk. We thought this was a game where you spent the time predominantly behind the wheel, and indeed that was proven by your use of a question. It is described as an adventure game, but did you pick the right cab-based adventure game? The correct answer is Cloudpunk.
Oh, brilliant.
What an absolute shit show.
Oh, marvelous. I think that's my favorite Mystery Steam reviews ever.
That is the worst round of Mystery Steam reviews we've ever played. I couldn't even think of the names of 3
Video
individual Cyberpunk games. You had the correct answer given to you and ignored it.
Jesus Christ.
This is the darkest future that we are striding towards.
Oh, I enjoyed that. That was good.